Why would two wannabe cops in fake tactical gear break into my house over a $5 fine, only to find themselves pinned to the ground by my son, a battle-hardened Green Beret? Let me tell you, it's a story that starts with a crumpled piece of paper and ends with a neighborhood revolution. Picture this: I'm just a guy trying to live my life in a quiet suburban cul-de-sac, sipping coffee, mowing the lawn, when a pastel-colored ticket shows up on my mailbox. Non-compliant mailbox number viewability. $5. My numbers? Polished brass, gleaming like a lighthouse. I laughed it off, tossed it in the recycling, figured it was a mistake. Big mistake mine. The next morning, another slip. Failure to address prior violation. $5 late fee. Now they're charging me for ignoring their nonsense. I'm no lawyer, but this smells like a shakedown. I march across the street to my neighbor, Tom, a retired Marine who doesn't suffer fools. You getting these weird fines? I ask. He holds up his own. Improper shrub alignment. $5. We chuckle, then stop. This isn't funny. Soon, every mailbox on the block is sprouting tickets like weeds. Unapproved garden gnome. Single leaf on driveway. Christmas lights past season. A lone solar star from December. Always $5. Always signed by the same name, Linda Grayson, HOA Compliance Director. Linda's running this HOA like it's her personal fiefdom, and we're all serfs. I tried to play nice, pay one fine online, get a pending confirmation receipt. Next day, another fine. Mailbox paint inconsistency. I check the Portalno record of my payment. I call the HOA number, get a voicemail. High call volume, leave a message. Nobody calls back. Emails bounce. Something's rotten. Then I spot a guy in a windbreaker across the street, pretending to text while aiming his phone at my garage. Just admiring your landscaping, he says when I confront him. Bull. The next morning, another fine. Visible weeds. My lawn's pristine. I start documenting everything. Dates, times, tickets. I slap a trail cam on my mailbox, catch the windbreaker guy slipping notices in at 2 a.m., hoodie up, flashlight bobbing. Not a mailman, just some creep with a smirk. One night, I stay up to grab him, but instead, I find my mailbox ajar with a crumpled note. Too many questions, not enough compliance. No fine, just a threat. My blood runs cold. I check the HOA portal. Me access is now under review. Neighbors start acting weird, avoiding me, scurrying inside. Even Tom says he's laying low. Then, a midnight knock. 2 soft taps. I open the door, nobody. Mailbox swinging open. My security cam? Static for 5 minutes during that window. Things get creepier. Someone loosens the screws on my side gate so the latch collapses when I open it. I catch an HOA board member, Greg, in my backyard, snapping photos of my shed. Routine compliance check, he mutters. I tell him to get off my property, or I'm calling the cops. He drops the ticket as he leaves. Unsecured tools vy Cybel. I'm done. Time for a family meeting. It's me, my wife, Sarah, our teenage daughter, Emily, and our son, Ethan, who's been home a week from his 3rd tour overseas. His duffel bag still by the stairs, half unpacked. They're watching us, I say. Tampering, threats, trespassing. Sarah's hands shake as she pours coffee. Emily's texting friends about switching schools. Ethan leans forward, eyes like steel. Who's running this? He asks. Linda Grayson, I say. She's got the HOA on a leash, but this feels bigger. Ethan nods. Sounds coordinated. Let's flip the script. Ethan's not just my son. He's Staff Sergeant Ethan Cole, Special Forces, trained in counterintelligence, urban combat, you name it. He came home for peace, but Linda just brought the war to our doorstep. He doesn't say much after that, just takes his coffee to the porch each morning, notebook in hand, watching the street like a hawk. No phone, no distractions, just him and the neighborhood's pulse. He notices things, tire treads, car patterns, a silver sedan with a busted taillight circling our block every 12 minutes. "For loops today," he says one morning. "They park at a house on Maple Lane." I shrug. "That's Linda's brother, Mike," he says. "Big guy, tactical pants, thinks he's Rambo. I followed the sedan last night. It's unregistered, plates mismatched." My stomach twists. Ethan shows me a sketch of the car, license plate smudged. "They're running surveillance," he says. "That day, a new fine hits. Unapproved porch chairs. Do Law 10. It's stamped. Secondary violations may lead to legal action." "Over chairs?" Ethan's unfazed. "They're testing us," he says. "Seeing who'll crack." The fines keep coming due. Law 15 now for a leaf, a coiled hose, my truck's hitch sticking out 6 inches. Ethan installs a motion-triggered camera under the gutter. "If they're watching, we watch back," he says. The HOA's patrol gets bolder. Pairs of goons in black polos. Community Compliance Task Force. Patches strut the sidewalks with clipboards and fake pistols. One's got handcuffs dangling like he's in a bad cop show. Ethan zooms in on their patch. Unregistered logo. "These aren't real uniforms." I file a city complaint. Nothing. Called the police non-emergency line. CIVYL matter. CIVYL? They're filming my yard like it's a crime scene. Sarah comes home one day, pale. "They blocked my car in the driveway," she says. "Said I was pending vehicle access re-VYEW. Threatened to detain me." She called 911, but they vanished. Ethan stands, grabs a duffel from the garage radios, a body cam, a notebook and code. "They want force," he says. "We'll give it." We don't sleep. Ethan maps the neighborhood, marks patrol routes, spots blind spots. He hacks their walkie-talkie frequency, catches them calling us a code red hostile residents. He takes a walk, returns with photos of Mike's garage, racks of polos, fake badges, rubber bullet pouches. "They're playing militia," he says. Linda ups the ante, a do Law 50, repeat offender, fine, threatening, lean processing, and escalated interventions. Ethan chuckles, listening to their radio. "They think they're being tailed," he says. "They're not used to real players." I ask the plan. His eyes glint. "We wait. They'll cross the line. Then we bury them." It's a Sunday, cinnamon rolls baking, birds chirping. Too calm. Thina crack like a gunshot. Glass shatters. It's my office window. I sprint to the foyer, see 2 figures in HOA enforcement unit. Vests climbing through, fake guns drawn. One's about to kick in my office door, the other's wavvying a flashlight like he's in a MOVYE. I freeze, but Ethan's a blur. He's across the room, grabs the first guy's shoulder, spins him into the wall drywall cracks. The second fumbles for a toy taser. Ethan sweeps his legs, plants him face first into the floor. He zip-ties their wrists with curtain cords in seconds. "Clear," he says, one word calm as ever. Outside, sirens wail. Neighbors gawk, phones out. Linda storms up, screaming. "This was illegal citizens enforcement. You're non-compliant." Ethan drops a plastic gun on the porch. "Spray-painted BB toy," he says. "Your badges? Online junk." Linda's Levy. "You can't detain them." "Neither can they." I snap. Cops roll up, take one look at the toy guns, the zip-tied goons, Linda's meltdown. "This is breaking and entering," one says. "Felony." Linda sputters. "They had HOA authority." The cop shuts her down. "Your HOA isn't the government." The goons are cuffed, one crying. Linda's on the phone, begging for her lawyer. Mike tries to slip away but gets nabbed. The fallout's swift. Our cameras, the fake guns, the cord's ironclad EVY Denke. We press charges: felony breaking and entering, impersonation, intimidation. Linda claims it was unauthorized, but Ethan calls a friend in the state AG's office. Subpoenas hit the HOA's office. The feds find a gold mine. Linda's been running a shadow economy, funneling dues through a fake landscaping company owned by her brother-in-law. Spa trips, a hot tub, surveillance gear all paid with our money. Every $5 fine was a scam to scare us into paying. Linda's arrested in her bathrobe, Mike's caught fleeing in his repainted sedan. The HOA collapses. Neighbors apologize, ashamed they stayed silent. The city voids the HOA, and we vote in a transparent CIVYC board: no fines, no goons. Linda's house is seized, turned into a community center. Sarah gardens again. Emily sleeps without fear. Ethan fixes the porch, nails steady, while I sip coffee, watching our mailbox shine like a trophy. Think Linda'll do time? I ask. Ethan shrugs. Wire fraud, impersonation, tax evasion. Long fall. I grin. All for $5. The neighborhood's quiet now, not with fear, but with peace. Hard won, ours.